My live. Welcome to my live. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to my live. It's your girl, Big Ange, with our daily dose of consistency, guys. I haven't been on here in a while, but I have been posting videos. Hopefully, you guys have seen them, interacted with them, liked, commented, shared, and most of all, subscribe to your daily dose of consistency. You guys, today I am in the park. I am taking a walk. I waited till the sun went down, and it got a little breeze blowing to take a nice walk and talk with you guys. So, um, I don't really have anything prepared to talk about, you know. We're always going to talk about being consistent. We're always going to talk about, once you commit to something, you know, commit to it wholeheartedly. Give it 100% to succeed. Give it 100% to, do the best that you can. But also, you know, there's other things that go along with being consistent. It's good to be consistent. It's good to commit to things, but you also have to be determined. You also have to have a well made up mind. Welcome in, welcome in. Thanks for coming in. It's your girl, Big Ange, with your daily dose of consistency. Talking about being consistent as usual, being determined to succeed. It's a beautiful day out here, you guys. It is beautiful, and it was hot earlier, but the sun has really settled, so it's not, as hot as it was. It's a little. Oh, we're in the sun now. I'm walking in the park. Um, just decided to take a walk. Get out and get some fresh air and get some exercise. Just see what's going on in the world. But it's beautiful out here. It really is. It really is. It's beautiful out here. So, what are you guys up to today? What's today? Wednesday? What are you guys up to on this beautiful Wednesday? Thanks for the thumbs up. I appreciate it. Welcome in, Jake. Jake, guess, hey. Welcome in, Richard the Goat. Hey, beautiful people. Hey, Richard the Goat. I like your name. My husband was named Richard. What are you guys up to? Welcome in, Max Minutes. Hi. Welcome in. Welcome in. Thanks you guys for coming in. You like pickles? I do like pickles. You didn't see my video where I was eating the fried pickles from Popeyes? Do you like pickles? Walking home from work. Oh, walking home from work. Well, I'm walking in the park. Getting my exercise. You don't have a car, Richard? Why are you walking home from work? Are you Max? I'm gonna call you Max. Max Minutes. I think Max Minutes. I think that's how you say it. Hi. How are you? What are you guys up to today? Somebody said they was walking home. I think it was Richard the Goat said he was walking home from work. I didn't work today. Pickles are life. God is pickled. God is pickled. Okay. Well, pickles are life. They do give you life now. But yeah, I like pickles. I like fried pickles actually, but you can't eat them every day because, the sodium in them. But let's see. The truck broke down. It's in the shop. Oh, okay. Well, hopefully it'll get fixed soon so you can have transportation. But you're determined. Most people would be saying they can't go to work because their truck broke down. Bacon is way better than pickles. Oh, I love bacon. I love bacon. I really do. Pickledom is coming for us. Oh, Jake. Jake, I was trying to follow you, but I think now you just putting on. But okay. I'll go with the play. Okay. But yeah. Let's see. Richard, I was just talking about being determined. See, most people, guys, if their car break or their truck break, they didn't have a ride to work, they wouldn't be walking, dealing with a workman's comp claim. I have to go if I want max pay. Oh, okay. Oh, you got a workman's comp claim. You have to go if you want max pay. Well, that's still determined. Whatever, for whatever reason it is, you didn't use an excuse not to go. A lot of people, especially in this day and age, wouldn't go. Jake said, "You're nice, lady. Much love." Oh, thank you, Jake. Thank you so much. You seem to be nice too. I don't know what was going on with all that pickle talk, but other than that, you seem to be nice. But yeah. So yeah, guys, I'm just walking around the park. There's a lot of people out here, because it's in the evening here, and the people are bringing their kids. But I just decided to take me a nice walk because I have, been sitting around and I've gotten out of shape. The pickles will leave you alone. The pickles will leave me alone. Oh, the pickles are not bothering me. The pickles are not bothering me. Oh, I'm in the sun. So I've gotten out of shape, so I decided to go to the park and take me a nice walk. I'm trying to get out of my house more. Because to be honest with you, when I'm not working, I just be laying around, on my days off. And I'm trying to get out of that mode. So what is that? Watch out for kids. The pickles, take them first. Okay. Jake, you can write a book about this. You need to sit down and write a book about this. Because this really sounds like an interesting story. Okay, Jake said, have a good day. You too, Jake. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. But yeah, think about what I said. Write a book about this pickle situation. Because I don't know if you're really making this up off the top of your head or, you've been telling this story to people. But you can create a story about this. So write a book about it. Write a story about it, Make the pickles the hero, not the villain, the hero in the story. It sounds like you going for the pickles being the villain, but I think the pickles should be the hero. You guys, if you have not hit the thumbs up, please hit the thumbs up for me. I want to get this video in the algorithm. And if you guys have not interacted with my other videos, please go do that. Richard said, I'm going to take off. Have a good day. You too, Richard. Get home safe, and hopefully your truck will be fixed soon. And hopefully everything works out with your workman's comp. But stay determined, stay consistent, continue to go to work and do what you need to do. Thanks for coming in, though. Look for me again on the internet. Look for me to go live again. I don't have specific days I go live, but come in and say hi to girl. Anyway, have a great day. Thank you so much. So yeah, guys, what was I talking about? Oh, being consistent, but also being determined. Those two, to me, go hand in hand, to make a winning combination. Because you could be consistent, but if you don't have determination, you might give up on being consistent. You might give up a little faster. So it's good to be consistent, but have a well made up mind. Have a mind set that I'm going to complete this goal. When you set a goal, have a mindset that I'm going to complete this goal no matter what, And sometimes we do fall short or even fall down. And, but the key to that is not to stay down. The key to it is let's get back up. Let's continue to move. Whatever you're doing, whether it's school, work, whatever it is in your life, it could be personal things in your life that you want to change or do better or something like that. Because we all have areas that we can improve in. We all have areas that we can do better in. But we have to be determined to do what we need to do to improve in those areas. to get better in those areas, you know. No, we're not, you know, and a lot of times people think to be consistent, you have to be perfect. None of us are perfect. Jesus is the only one that's perfect. That's it. Um, so none of us, we're struggling, we're striving to be like Jesus, for sure. But we have to know that none of us are going to be perfect as long as we're on this side of the earth. As long as we have this fleshly side, we're not going to be perfect. But, and so to be consistent and determined doesn't mean to be perfect. It means to do your best. And your best may not be my best. So don't get into the habit of comparing yourself to someone else or making your goals someone else's goals. Your goals need to be something that you can attain, not setting your goals to try to be like other people, because a lot of times we do. And you know, I did that a lot when I was younger. You know, I did a lot of things in my life to please other people, to make other people think I was cool or whatever like that, you know, or wanting to be in the in crowd, because that's what you want when you're young. Let's see. It's almost 1 a.m. Can't sleep. How are you doing? Oh, let's talk. Let's talk. Wow. Where are you at that it's almost 1 a.m.? Because I am in Florida and it's almost 6 p.m. It's actually, well, it's almost 7 p.m. It's actually 6:40 here. So where are you that we got such a big time difference? And I'm sorry that you can't sleep. Why is it that you can't sleep? Do you have something on your mind? I'm Alice. Oh yeah, Alice, you came in before. How you doing? Thanks for coming in again. But why can't you sleep, girl? You have something on your mind? Something going on in your life that you can't sleep? Insomnia. Oh, okay. You don't take anything for it, like melatonin or something like that? You know, something light, not nothing that's going to put you in such a deep sleep. Which sometimes melatonin put people in a really deep sleep too, though, depending on how your body metabolizes it. Well, I'm sorry you can't sleep. I'm moving to my own apartment in May 1st. Kind of stressed. Oh yeah. Yeah, that can be kind of, you know, can be exciting and stressful at the same time, because you want to be on your own and be independent. But too, you know, it might be a fear there of living alone, you know, and all the responsibility. I get it. Well, congratulations to moving to your own apartment. I took a medicine that could knock a horse out and didn't work on me. Oh my. Wow. Well, you know, try not to stress out about moving to your own apartment. I'm gonna sit here in the shade. I done did 2 laps. I'm gonna do a couple more, but I'm gonna sit down because I haven't been walking, so I'm kind of out of shape. That's why I'm trying to walk. But try not to get stressed out, because it's gonna be all right. And this is an exciting time for you, to be moving into your own apartment. By the way, how are you doing? Oh, I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. I am doing great. Like I was saying earlier, I don't know if you was on here when I said I'm just walking in the park. And I decided to come on live and see what everybody was doing. So I'm glad, you know, I hate that you can't sleep, but I'm glad you came in. I ran 16 miles yesterday, my personal record. Oh my God, you must be in really good shape. 16 miles, I don't even think I could walk a mile. I probably could walk a mile, but I'm gonna be really winded, and it's gonna take a lot. So congratulations, girl. You must be really in good shape to be able to run 16 miles. That's a lot of miles. But so good for you. But yeah, congratulations on your own apartment. Is it near your family, or Don't tell me where it is, but I mean, you're in another country anyway, but, don't say it online where it is, but you're young and fresh. You can do it. I promise. Not that young, but thank you. Not that young, but thank you. I mean, I'm trying to get myself back in shape because all I do is lay around closer to family. Okay, close. That's good. Well, that's good. That's a good thing. You're closer to family, you know? So that's a good thing. But, yeah, it's always scary moving out on your own. Um, just especially in this day and age. Also, love your hair. It's immaculate. Oh, thank you. It's a mess today. But thank you. Thank you. I call her. I named my hair like Tabitha Brown. She calls her hair. I forget what she named her hair, but anyway, so my hair doesn't have an official name, but I call her because she has a mind of her own. Sometimes she will let me do something to her, and then sometimes she just be like, she's not feeling it today. So my hair is named her. I'm gonna think of a name, but I've got to find a name that's fitting for her, that fits her, But right now, it's a her, she's a girl, so she's head full of hair. But thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. The racists in my school got suspended. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that. As they should. As they should. I remember you telling me about that. Didn't I tell you God will work it out? Didn't I tell you? You can't, we want to give in when people do stuff like that because the flesh do want to give in. But, you pray about it. Trust God, Now, don't let them put you in a situation where they can hurt you now. I ain't going to say that. But, use wisdom with it. But, trust God. God will get them. If somebody's doing something evil or mean or something like that, God will take care of it. God help me when I prayed. Amen. Amen. There you go. God will step in and help you. And, you just have to trust him. You just have to know that he's in control and God is not going to let no harm come to you. You are his child and he's not going to let no harm come to you. And, those people are just, they was raised probably by somebody very ignorant or influenced by somebody very, very ignorant. Their parents might not be racist. So I don't know. But, it could have been they were influenced by somebody very ignorant. So, ignorant people are all over. It's just part of life. They're ignorant and, it's like they really, they're really insecure and feel bad about themselves. And so, they want to project that onto other people that are different, that they consider different, because we're all human beings and God created you just as you are, whether you're black, white, green, or purple. God created you just as you are, and God don't make no mistakes. So, if they're, ignorant and being led by the devil, then you just continue to, trust God and pray and try to stay away from them. Try to stay away from them. Don't give them because, that makes them feel like they got some power and stuff like that. Don't give them no power over you. Don't give them no power over you. You just keep on doing you. Keep living your best life that God has blessed you with. And that's probably what they mad about. Because they're miserable and sad. A lot of people that are racist are miserable and sad. I think all of them are miserable. They just look miserable. They always have their face. Most racist people always have their face all balled up. And they just look like they're always mad. Look like my pastors say, look like they've been baptized in lemon juice. What are you planning on doing today, hon? Oh, well, after I walk, I'm just going to go home for the rest of the day and just get me some rest. But earlier today, I went to school. I went to my granddaughter's school and had lunch with her, and that was fun. And I took her a little gift. She likes these cookie and cream candy bars. So I took her one of those, and I know candy is not that good for kids, but I haven't seen her in a while. And so I wanted to take her something that I knew she would really like. So I did that. So my day is pretty much on the downward slope. It's winding down. I was off from work today, so that's why I was able to go live. I do try to go live sometimes when I have to go to work, but I figure like today, it's a beautiful day here in Florida. It's a beautiful day, so I figured like, oh well, let me get out and walk since I was out. Since I went to her school. Her school is in another part of Florida, another city. So I went to her school, sat with her, had lunch with her. She was excited about that. Even though she knew I was coming, I told her I was coming. That sounds fun. Oh, it was fun. We had a good time. You know, we always have a good time together. And I love my granddaughter. I do. I love my granddaughter. I love spending time with her. So that was fun. Um, and then I had lunch in my car. It's 89 degrees. I was so warm. 89 degrees. It's not that warm. That's not that. Oh, well, yeah, 89 degrees. That's almost 90 degrees. That's hot. That is hot. Well, I'm gonna start walking again. But I don't know what it was here, but it was hot earlier. But now the sun is out. But the sun is out, but it's a breeze because the sun is really going down, so it's not as hot. That's why I decided to wait to walk. So I just relaxed in my car and looked at the internet until it got to the point where it wasn't so hot. And then I decided to come on live and walk. Going to Florida for a trip in the summer. Oh, nice. You'll enjoy it. It's really hot in the summer. It's really hot, like upper 90s hot. So, and Florida is beautiful, but it does get hot. Like, for me, I don't like to be out in the middle of the day. I don't like to be outside. I always wait till like the evening, like after 5, and I'll come out. Tampa is where I'm going. Oh wow. Wow. Well, you'll love Tampa. I used to live in Tampa. A long time ago when I first came to Florida, I used to live in Tampa, but be very careful because there's some areas in Tampa that is not very good. But the tourist part is very nice, you know. Just stick to the tourist part. It's very nice there. But enjoy. Florida is very nice. You know, everybody talk about Orlando and Disneyland, but it's other nice parts of Florida that you can enjoy. And Tampa is one of them. Tampa is very nice. Like I said, I lived there probably like 30 years ago, 30 or 40 years ago. I lived in Tampa. And I didn't live there very long. I lived there maybe for like a year, maybe like a year. And I did like it, but then I just found because I like small towns, and Tampa's a big city. So I found a smaller town in Florida and moved there because I like small towns. Wow, 30 years ago. That's cool. Yeah, 30 years ago. It's probably changed a lot. You know, I go through Tampa, and every now and then I'll go to Tampa for like a concert or something like that. But I haven't been there in a while. But so I'm sure in 30 years, it's changed a lot. But it's a lot of, you know, nightlife and activities there to do. A lot of nice, good restaurants. And then it's Ybor City. That's where a lot of the young people go. So that probably, if you know family there or whatever, that'll probably be your scene. A lot of young people go hang out there at night and stuff. But I'm too old for that. You know, I probably could go to a little lounge or whatever like that. But, you know, I'm not into what music do you enjoy? Oh, I like gospel music. I love gospel music. I love all music. I'm not going to lie. I love like rhythm and blues. I love Ray Charles. Oh yeah, Ray Charles. I like Ray Charles. I like the oldies. Yeah, I like the oldies like Diana Ross, the Supremes, Michael Jackson, and then I also like Etta James. I like that. I like the guy. He's kind of newer. Well, I think he's older, but I think his music is more popular now. He's the one sing Boots on the Ground, if you ever heard of that. Same, they're pretty ancient. Oh yeah, they're ancient, but back in the 60s, now I was born in the 60s, but back in the 60s, see, I wish I would have been like a teenager back in that era, because that's when all the real music was made, back in the 60s. Today, this music is, I don't know how y'all young people do it. This music is garbage. I mean, The stuff they be talking about in some of these songs. Now, I used to listen to the songs when I had, like, when my kids were teenagers, because I listened to it because you're 60, you look 50. Oh, I'm 57. I'm 57. Well, thanks. I look 50. That's 10 years off. I appreciate that. But yeah, I'm 57. So I was born in the 60s. But like, I wish I would have been like a teenager or early 20s in the 60s, where I could go to clubs, because you know they had the juke joints and all of that. I don't know if you know about that, but if you watch like a real old movie about the 60s or whatever, you would see how they partied. And see, that's where I am. I love music. I love music, but I like real music. I like music that have meaning. Like, I like country music, because a lot of country music has meaning. I love old movies and history. Yeah, I love old movies too, but not too old. Like, I like movies about, like, I don't like, and when I say not too old, like black and white movies. Now, you might find one or two black and white movies that I might like, but for the most part, I'm not into black and white movies. But I like movies. I like movies about the 60s, because it was a movement back then, you know. It was about, everybody was about equality. It was the movement about freedom and black power, stuff like that. So I like that type of stuff. And I also like the 60s music, because to me it had meaning. If somebody was in love, they sang about love. They sang about how it felt, how that love made them feel. If they had heartbreak, they sang about how that heartbreak made them feel. Today, to me, people just find something that rhymes and they go to spewing it off. Like this music today that these kids be listening to, it don't have no meaning. All right, did another lap. My mom's from Burundi. Dad's from Nigeria. Oh, okay, your dad's from Africa. Okay. Wow. Well, I don't know where Burundi, I think that's Burundi. I don't know where that is. I know Nigeria, but I don't know where Burundi is. Where's that at? I don't know where that's at. But like I said, yeah, back in the 60s, like Diana Ross and the Supremes. Oh, they're both in Africa. So that's in Africa too. Oh, wow. Okay, so you're really African. Okay. Well, good for you. But yeah, like the 60s, Diana Ross and the Supremes. Like Smokey Robinson, the Temptations, those type of people. And you're probably young, so I don't know, you probably have heard of them, but I don't know if you ever listened to their music. But it was all about, love and stuff like that. And young girls falling in love for the first time, stuff like that. So I like that kind of stuff. I like that kind of music because it has a meaning. Whereas today, I don't know how y'all do it. My dad listens to it, so I've heard it. Okay, good. Yeah, that's real. That's real music. That is real music. There's other stuff that they got out, and that people are listening to. I don't know where that music comes from, and I know like rap, it has to rhyme or whatever like that. But some of the stuff they be saying and the way they degrade women and young girls, it's just like, and I can see why the young girls, are dressing the way they dress and acting the way they act, because all of that stuff can affect your self-esteem. I love old black soul music. It's so good. Yes, it is. That's what I mean. I like some music that moves your soul, that'll move when you hear it, and the rhythm of it, and then the words that they're saying, it just moves you. It does something to you. And country music does that too. So I like, I forget the one country singer. It's a couple of them that I like, but one of them, he made the song with Beyonce, and I love the song. It's like a mash with the song she sang on Cadillac Records. I don't know if you know, if you watched the movie Cadillac Records. Um, but yeah. So, I like some country music. I have to head to bed, at least try to. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Amen, sister. Amen to you too. Let's talk, Alice. Alice, thanks for coming in again, girl. I hope you can get some sleep. Good luck with everything and moving into your apartment once you get all settled. If you see me online, come back in and let me know how you're doing. Let me know. Just let me come back on and let me know everything's going well, okay? God bless you. So yeah, you guys. So I was just talking to Alice about the music I like. She was asking. So like I said, I like old music, like music to in the '60s. So I guess that's my era. And like I said, I wish I was born a little earlier so I could have been a teenager in the '60s. God bless you too, Alice. Thank you. So I could have been a teenager in the '60s. So I could have went to all those juke joints, and did all those like dances and stuff. So yeah, I wish that, but I was born when God wanted me to be born. And God, like I said, God don't make no mistakes. So here I am. And like I said, I'm 57, and I am enjoying my life at 57. I can't believe I've been living 57 years, honestly, because I feel so much younger. Now, I have my days just because I have health. I do have some health issues where, I can feel, not so good at times. But like my spirit, I think I have a younger spirit because in my spirit, I feel way younger than 57. I feel like I'm probably still in my 20s, but I have kids in their 30s. So I don't know why. I just feel, I feel good. That's what I'm trying to say. So I feel good. And that's a blessing from God that I do feel like that, because sometimes people feel down and out for whatever reason, maybe because things happen in their life. And I had some serious things happen in my life um, that I consider serious. Like, somebody else, they might not be so serious to them, but, I've had things happen in my life that I consider serious, but I just feel like my spirit and how I feel like I'm way younger than 57. But I thank God that I've lived to see 57. I do thank God for that, because that's a blessing. But like I said, I don't feel like I would imagine a 57-year-old person feeling. And I just, but when I know I'm 57, because I have kids in their 30s, like I said, and I have grandkids. So like I am 57. If that makes sense. I know that's like sound like I'm kind of rambling, but I just don't feel 57. I feel more like I'm like 20s. But I look at least 50, because that's what Alice just said. Let's Talk just said. You don't look 60, you look 50, Um, but it's all to the glory of God. And so yeah, I'm out walking. I'm out in the park, just walking. The sun is going down, so it's a nice little breeze. So I decided to take a nice little walk and come on and talk to you guys and see what you guys are doing and what you guys are up to. If you guys have anything special, do you guys have anything special planned for the weekend? I'm working this weekend, so I don't have any big plans. I don't know if you guys saw, I put a video up of my son's baseball game. I'm a baseball grandma. So my grandson had a game. Well, he had two, but I only went to one. And he lost, but he plays really well. So I might go to his game. I think they're having another game on Saturday, because usually their games are on Saturday. So I might go to his game, and I might record it again. So if you guys didn't watch it, go watch it for me. Help a girl out. Help a sister out. and watch my videos. I'm trying to get monetized. I ain't gonna lie to you. I need all the views I can get because I'm trying to get monetized. But yeah. So I tried to do like a day in the life because I'm not too well versed with this YouTube thing. So I look up what, you know, what would be a good video. So it said do a day in the life. So I figured, like, since I was going to the game, I'll do a day in the life of a grandmother. So that's what that was about. So I might do another one. You know, I might do another video on that. If I go to his game again on Saturday, I gotta work, so I gotta see how I'm feeling when I get off work. But you guys, and if you have any other video ideas that you want me to try, put it in the comments for me or send me a message, because I'm always looking for ideas that I can try to make YouTube videos about. Because like I said, I'm not too well versed at this because I'm fairly new to it. So and then I usually make the videos in my office. So I decided this would be a change of scenery too, because when you see that blue curtain behind me, that's my office, which is pretty plain. So I'm like, it's pretty boring, you know, to look at while I'm just sitting there talking. And oh, what's going on here? I don't know what's going on here. They must be finna have some type of practice or something. But anyway, so I decided this would be a change of scenery because, you know, I got the trees and the backdrop of the, uh-oh. Hold on, guys. Let me get through. Let me get through here. I don't know. I think they're going to have some type of practice. I don't know if you're just coming on walking in the park. But anyway, so I figured like this can be a change of scenery. It's a gazebo back there. So, and then the trees and everything. And I like to just come sit out in the park too. Like when it's summer, I have a chair in my car, a fold out chair. And sometimes I'll just come and sit in the park for hours. I'll bring a book, or I have, you know, my phone where I can come on the internet and read or look at videos or whatever. And I'll just come sit out in the park because I like being, I'll sit on this bench. Oh, I'll sit over here. I like being outside in nature with the fresh air and stuff like that. So that's what I'm doing now. But today I'm walking because, oh gosh, oh my goodness. Today I'm walking because I haven't been outside because, I don't know, I've just been so busy. Not busy, lazy, I guess. Because not really busy. I really don't have anything to do besides work. But I just decided since I was out, like I said, I went and ate lunch with my granddaughter at her school. And then I just sat in my car and looked at stuff on the internet, searched the internet and whatever, until it got cooler where I can, oh, sorry guys, one thing fell, where I can get out and walk. So I've done about 4 laps, so I think I'm done for that. But I'm just gonna sit here for a while, because the sun is going down and it's gonna start getting dark soon. But you know, I'm gonna sit here before till it get dark, and then I'll probably head home, get me something to eat, which I ate. I did eat my lunch in my car. I had went to Publix and got me a veggie sub. I got me a container of soup and a sweet tea. So that was good. So I ate that while I was sitting waiting for, you know, waiting until I felt like it was, you know, cool enough for me to walk. So that's what I did today. So yeah, but I'm gonna try to do more a day in the life. I really don't do anything. I'm gonna be honest with you, I really don't do anything. Don't too much go anywhere. I go to church and I go to work. That's pretty much it. But you know, like I said, it's baseball season now, so it's my grandson has games, so I probably will do those because they're exciting. You know, it's just, you know, exciting. You know, like I said, he didn't win, but it was just exciting. You know, just the atmosphere. And then he enjoys that, you know, he didn't look like it on the camera. If you watch the video, he didn't look like he enjoyed me being there, because that was the first game I went to this season. He's been asking me, come to a game. He calls me Gigi. Gigi, come to a game. Gigi, you're coming to my game. And so I finally decided I'm going to get up and go to a game. And I really did enjoy it. So I'm going to try to go again. Depending on how I feel when I get off work. Hopefully I'm not too tired and I can at least go to the first game. Usually they play 2 games. So if I could go to the first game, that'll be cool.